Hey guys, it's Megan, and today I'm going to talk about some celebrity baby names. So these are celebrity babies that were born this past month in April 2013, and I did this in April for babies born in March. I'll link that down below in case you're curious. Celebrity names are so interesting to me. Celebrities, children's names actually. Yeah, so these are babies born the past month. To the best of my knowledge, I might miss some people, and the other thing is too, not all names are released right away, so this is just the access to names to the best of my research. And I'll be doing this kind of like as an ongoing series every month to talk about the new fun baby names. So the first couple I'm going to talk about is Beverly Mitchell. She's an actress, and her husband Michael Cameron. They had their first child, a daughter. She was actually born in March, but she didn't make last month's video because the name had not been released yet. So her name is Kenzie Lynne, and Kenzie is Scottish, and it means light-skinned. It is number 308. To me, Kenzie kind of sounds more like a nickname name than a full name. What do you think? The next couple is model Eva Herzigova and her husband Georgio Marsiaj. I think I'm saying this right. I'm going to list all the names down below for you too. And so they welcome their third child, their third son actually, and his name is Edward James. Pretty like normal for a celebrity baby, right? And Edward James has two older brothers, Philipe and George. So I say this because I like to hear like the sibling sets all together. So they have a Philipe, a George, and an Edward. These definitely are names I think that go well together. Edward is an English name. It means wealthy guardian, and in popularity here in the US it is number 148. The nenext couple is Ian Ziering. I always want to call him Ian because of how his name is spelled, I-A-N. He's an actor, and his wife Erin gave birth to their second daughter, and her name is Penna Mae. Penna is really kind of an unusual name choice, don't you think? And she joins an older sister named Mia Loren. So they have Penna Mae and Mia Loren as their sibling set, or their children. Penna is a Latin name, and it means feather. Next up is actress Poppy Montgomery and her boyfriend Shawn Sanford, and they welcomed a daughter named Violet Grace Devereux, Sanford being the last name, but Violet Grace Devereux is her two middle names too. And Violet has an older brother from one of Poppy's previous relationships, and his name is Jackson, so the siblings then will be Jackson and Violet. Violet is a Latin name, very popular among celebrities, popular among just Americans right now. It's number 101 and rising. And Violet, as you know, is a color name. Next up is Harvey Weinstein, who's a producer and executive, and his wife Georgina, who's also worked with him on a lot of projects. She's on Project Runway. She's gorgeous. They welcomed their first son, and his name is Dashiell, which sounds very dignified to me. The couple together have a young daughter named India Pearl. And then Harvey from previous relationship has 3 other daughters, so he, I know, is super excited to have a boy, and his older girls are Emma, Lily, and Ruth. So all together, his children are Emma, Lily, Ruth, India Pearl, and Dashiell. Dashiell comes from a French surname. It's just a variation on that. Next up is Malin Akerman and her husband Roberto Zincone, and they welcomed their first child, a son named Sebastian. Sebastian is Latin, and it means person of the ancient city of Sebastia, and in popularity it is number 68. Up next is actor Tom Arnold and his wife Asheley, and after a lot of fertility issues, they finally were able to welcome their first child, a son named Jax Copeland. Jax is a modern invented name, and it is number 319 in popularity. Next is Carrie Walsh, who's a U.S. Olympian volleyball player. She and her husband Casey Jennings welcomed their third child, their first daughter, and her name is Scout Marjorie. and Scout joins just 2 older brothers named Joey and Sundance. I think these are interesting sibling set. Joey, Sundance, and Scout. Definitely like Sundance and Scout are a little bit more out there, where Joey is pretty traditional sounding. And Carrie said she did name Scout after the little Girl Scout on in the book To Kill a Mockingbird, and Scout is a word name. Next is actor Jack Hudson and model Shannon Click, and they had their first child together, a daughter named Sage Lavinia. You don't really hear Lavinia too much, it's more of an old-fashioned name. Sage, for a girl here in the US, is number 461 in popularity. I think it's an interesting combination, Sage and Lavinia together. Next is actor Billy Smith and his wife Catherine Hernandez, and they welcomed a son named Dennis Ricardo. Dennis is French, from a French form of the Greek name Dionysus, which is a character in Greek mythology, and in popularity is number 413. I thought it'd be even lower. I don't really hear Dennis so much, even like my generation. I hear it more like my parents, but yeah. And then the last is Jenna Bush Hager, who she's a news correspondent, but she's also probably more known as the daughter of President Bush. And her husband Henry Hager, they welcomed their first child together, a little girl named Margaret Laura, but she will be going by the nickname Mila, which I really like that. I think that's cute. I also think this is really interesting because Margaret is Henry's mother's name and Laura is Jenna's mother's name, so she's named after her 2 grandmothers. And you might already know Jenna Bush has a twin sister named Barbara, and they were named after their grandmothers, Barbara and Jenna. So she kind of carried on that tradition. So regardless of what you think of the Bush family, this is not like a political video at all. I do kind of think that's a cool thing that she did with the names there. And Margaret comes from the Greek name meaning pearl, and it is number 187 in popularity. Mila is just much more fresh and current, I think, though, than Margaret is. So those are the baby names I have for celebrity babies born last month. I will do another video for you on names of celebrity babies born this month. There are so many good people, like pregnant, ready to pop, and I'm excited to hear their name choices. And if I missed anyone, let me know, or I'll keep doing research this month. There might be babies that I missed, and I will include them in next month's video. So thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.